Hey, what's up my friends? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Victor and I help people navigate through their spiritual awakening process. And today I'm going to talk about how you can stop absorbing other people's energy, their negative vibes that you feel, pick up, store, and allow to drain your energy. It's a tough balance to maintain when you're very empathic. You're an empath, you're sensitive, you perceive all this stuff, all the people's stuff. And with that comes, there's some pros and cons to that, as you all know. It's not uncommon for other people's vibes to really have a legitimate impact on your energy level, on your general attitude and emotional state, and therefore your life. Other people's bad vibes can really bring you down, literally, where you can feel it. So I've been getting asked a lot about this, like, what can I do? How can I set boundaries? What do I, So I'm going to share 5 practical, actual, tips that will actually work. I'm not going to tell you any sort of magical prayer or affirmation, not that to invalidate that, but I'm going to give you some actual nuts and bolts stuff that you can put into practice right away that'll help you with this goal. Number 1, this is not always the case, but number 1 is to really be honest with yourself and ask yourself, is this person's bad vibes? Is it their bad vibes? Or maybe is it that they're triggering my own bad vibes? Because a lot of you guys trigger other people, meaning you have a high vibration energy about yourself, and therefore other people might, for no reason at all, it can seem, not like you, react to you, to your energy. And some people can be real mean to you. Well, it's because it's not that, and they think it's you. They think you're the bad vibe, It can be good to be humble enough to know that the roles can be reversed. I know it happens to me all the time. People are always triggering me. And it's about personal discernment. And the way I could stop absorbing that person's perceived negative energy is by admitting to myself that maybe it's something within myself, and I'll look within for a solution. Find out, he makes me feel shy and insecure. Okay, and then I'm able to say, you know what? That doesn't make sense. That's like an old emotion from the past. I can let that go now, and then therefore same person, same vibes, and it doesn't affect me. It doesn't, not always the case, but that's the first thing I do personally. Number 2 is to create as much distance as possible. Usually there's some wiggle room. Sometimes, you're like people like to say, you're never really stuck. Well, and sometimes, in all practical reasoning, you can very well. I've been stuck a million times. I don't know about you. I've been stuck around people I don't want to be around in my life. But usually there's some distance you can create. Whether it's like, if you're at work, you can maybe ask the boss to step out of your comfort zone. Hey man, make something up. I'd like to be over here by the window. I feel I'm happier, in a better mood. I make more sales or something. So be creative, create some distance. Maybe it's just about saying, you know what? I'm on this new diet and I can't eat lunch at this time. I'm doing intermittent fasting and I skip lunch, so I'm not gonna be able to see you at lunch anymore. Just really, it can be easy to resent the situation. Oh, this sucks. This stupid person, they're always freaking draining me. I hate it. But that closed us off to all the different unique and creative ideas that your mind has the capability of coming up with. So if you can start thinking like that, you'd be surprised at how clever you are, and you might be able to, again, create some sort of distance. Number 3 is to master the art of pretending to listen. It's okay. If this person is a straight up energy vampire and they're sucking out your energy, then do yourself a courtesy and tune them out. Most empathic people, sensitive people, good-hearted people do the opposite. You open your aura up to the world. Even mean people, you have this bleeding heart to help everybody, and that's beautiful. I commend it. I have that too, but there are consequences to being like that. And you're no good to anybody if you're exhausted. All your creative juice are being sucked out of you all the time. So it's okay for the greater good sometimes to pretend you're listening when really you're thinking of other things. It takes practice. And here's the funny thing, is that the kind of people who would actually suck your energy and be like an energy vampire type of character, they will not know. They're so wrapped up in their own mind. It's all about them. You're just a freaking body standing there so they can talk about themselves. And they won't even know. You can give them like 2% of your attention. And meanwhile, you're like thinking about some other things. And you'd be surprised. Don't give it away. Number 4 is to accept it. I'll give a perfect example. The woman who sort of sparked the idea, one of my favorite clients, she was telling me that she's at a work situation and there's this, like, I forgot the way she put it in a real comical way, but this person is always sucking her energy, real mean, complaining about herself all the time, real negative Nancy type of chick. But she said to me, listen, the job pays well. I like it. It's a good fit for me, and it's gonna help her move to the freaking Bahamas in like under a year. So it's like, it's still, when you weigh the pros and cons, it still makes sense for her to keep the job. So I said to her, endure it, suck it up. Say, you know what? Life is not always gonna put you in little perfect situations if you haven't noticed. So say, you know what? I don't like this person. She does suck my energy, but I'm going to keep this job anyways. I'm choosing to accept this rather than resist it. Sorry, a car drove by. When we think in our minds, I wish this wasn't how it is, we intensify the negativity of the situation. Rather than saying, listen, it's a choice I made. It's going to, in the end, be worth it. I'll be sitting on the beach and I won't think about this person for the rest of my life in about 9 months. So I'm going to suck it up, do my best, and again, accept it. Number 5 is more self-care. We'll use my friend as an example. She's in this situation. She knows she's going to go to work, and even when she's tuning her out, this lady still gets her claws in a little bit, and she'll leave work tired. Acknowledge that is the situation, and then act accordingly. You're putting yourself in a situation where people are draining your energy, you're absorbing their negative energy, etc. So take extra time to do things that will clear your energy and like rejuvenate it. There are many different ways to clear your energy, and I recommend picking a technique that you actually believe. I would always use sage spray. It was convenient. I didn't have to light some weird thing that would always fall apart, the sage. And for whatever reason, I believed it would work. And it would always work for me. I've used it in many situations in my life. I haven't used it in a long time, but it's something I would use. I just hate my kids and my little dogs and stuff sometimes. That might be complete baloney. There might be no evidence that sage clears any sort of energy, but I believed it would work, and the way I perceived it, it did work. It was able to clear my energy successfully. Maybe you got a thing for crystals. Go with crystals. I don't care. Whatever you think is going to work is going to be the one for you. Regardless of what other people think or what science says, go with what works. Clear your energy. Even going for a nice walk in nature, that's a pretty universally effective way to clear your energy. And then do something to rejuvenate it. Meditation, breathing, exercise, healthy living, getting a good night's sleep, unplugging from all the electronics, just simply being with yourself. Whatever, whatever works for you. You know what makes you feel good and uplifted and more energized. Do more of that while you're temporarily in a situation with these toxic people. So anyways, guys, that's it. I'm done. Hopefully these 5 tips will help you. This is what I've learned and applied with success in my own life, and it works for a lot of my clients as well. I hope it works for you. Have an amazing day. Speak to you next time. Namaste.